Hello friends, welcome again to this online graphics design class that is powered and sponsored by Oda Designs and BCCM Inspirations. So if you've gotten this far, believe me, you're already having a taste of being called a graphics designer. All right, so in the first day, we talked about the concept of graphic design and then we saw some practical examples. And the second day, we learned how to design all kinds of flyers. Okay, so I believe if you have followed the lesson through right now, there is no kind of flyer you should not be able to design. All right, so it is all about your creativity and your mind. So don't let anybody limit you. Always tell yourself that you can do it. All right, there is nothing that is beyond you. Okay, it is just for you to ensure you enlarge your mental capacity. Once you capture that in your mind, then you have the inspiration to birth it in the physical. All right, so for today's class, we're going to be learning how to design a 3D logo. Yeah, I know this is where a lot of people have been waiting for. This is what a lot of people have been waiting for. Okay, so it's 100% practical class, and so we just go straight to our class. So for this class, we're going to be using the Pixel Lab application. Okay, we're going to be using the Pixel Lab application. All right, so the first thing I have to do is to turn on my data. Okay, so but Pixel Lab actually allows you to design without turning on your data, but I just want my data on so that I won't have any issues thereafter. All right, so you go straight to your Pixel Lab, and okay, this was something I was working on, but don't worry, let's just delete that. Good, so this is how your worksheet should appear. Delete that new text and then you have this. All right, so we're designing a 3D logo and then we're going to mock it up on a very nice background. Okay, a nice mock-up, a nice background. So let's look at what we can do. Let's try BCCM inspirations. Let me see how I can, reconstruct my logo. But don't worry, my initial logo is still the best. But let me just let's just do something on it. So the first thing, you create a text. Okay, just bring it at the middle and then you edit. So we have BCCM. Yeah. Okay, so increase the size a bit. So you can just pull this here to increase the size, or you can go to size on your tools down here. Sorry, on your tools down here, and then increase the size to however you want. I'll leave it at 150. Okay, good. I don't like that font. Let me just make it bold. So go to font, get a nicer font. Just choose whatever suits you, however you want it. I think I still like that. I think I still like that shortcut. Let's see. Okay, it's looking good. All right, it's looking good. So just have this and just copy, bring it down and edit. Remember, when you copy, all of the effects on the initial text still remains. So inspirations. All right, make it our capital letter. Okay, the reason is this way is just because of so that is it, but that's not the same font I'm going to use for that, so I'll just need to change the font. So let's look for a better font. No. Okay, there is a font. Let's see. Okay, I think that's fine, but let me try something else. Let's see what this nasty is going to look like. Okay, let's see. It's looking this rough, but let's try the spacing tool. The spacing tool actually just allows you to space your letters. So let's try the spacing tool. Maybe it's going to let the work look a bit okay. BCCM inspirations. Not bad, but I don't like it. Sorry, I don't like it. So you just choose something that you like. You understand? That will work for you, or that you know that your client is going to be fine with, because that's of course for your client. If your client is not pleased with your design, then you have to redo it. Okay, so you must ensure that you keep editing until you get to a point where they are satisfied. Okay, so let's see this 42. Nice. All right. So, but this is not how I want it. Okay, so you're going to go to the curve. Once you click on the curve, front is to turn it, downwards, and then back, that's negative, is to turn it upwards, and it's upward and one. So it's just the effect I want to get. All right, and something like this. So the reason why it's looking as though the I and the S is not aligned is because there was a space during the editing. That's the space. So I'm deleting the space now. As you can see, it's now very much aligned. So you just increase the size a bit. Increase the size. We'll increase the size. Make it 100. Okay. And then we'll do something to the spacing so that they can at least close into the BCCM. All right. So the spacing, I think, is just too much. All right. And you can see that. Right. We're having a very nice design. Good. So I'm unable to click the BCCM because this one is on top. So I can just press to the back. So once I press to the back, I can click the BCCM. I just want to reduce the size a bit. Right. Good. So I have this right here, right now. Okay. So let's give it a color. Let's give it a color. Let's give it something, and let's let the BCCM inspirations take the brighter one. Not looking good. Let's just make it black, and BCCM black too. So this is very, very nice. Remember, this is just a practice logo, okay? So when you are designing a logo, you must take your time to ensure that whatever logo you are designing is capturing the message you are trying to pass, okay? So, but this is just to help us know how it is done and then how it is mocked up. So let's just introduce the background so that we can have a feel of what we're doing. So from gallery, and so let's use one of these. Let's use one of these. Okay, so let's go with this. I think this is fine. Good. So you can see even the BCCM inspirations is actually good. So what we're going to be doing now is to merge both of them so that whatever effect we create will affect both of them. So you click on that, all right, and then you click here. So it's asking you which ones do you want to merge. So you just select them, and then you confirm yes, you want to merge selected objects. And that's it. Now you can see that anything you do affects both of them. You see that? Good. So now it's no longer a test, okay? It's more like an image. So that is why it is the middle that will now create an effect on them. So let's just go to, so now let's add a shadow. So let's add a shadow. The blur reduces a bit much. Reduce it by 5. Offset, let's just offset it this way. But the reason why it's like this is because I've not actually slanted it yet. Okay, let it come down a bit, right, by 2, and then this should be 20. Good. And let's see what the emboss to. Okay, I just have to reduce the intensity and the ambient light. Okay. Well, I don't think we need that effect for this. So let's just rotate this and see the feel that we get. Good. Okay. So we have this. I think 30 is perfect. Right, and let's make it relax a bit. Good. Now, if you see, the shadow is actually making the effect of our text a bit blur because the shadow, of course, is black. So you can actually add some effects on the shadow. Since it is black already, you can just make it a bit harsh, you can see that. So it's more like evening, just to make it look different, and so it does not totally affect what you're designing. So you now go to rotate. This rotate now is the angle, all right? So it is the wall that you are measuring with. Now look at the line of the wall, and that's what you're measuring with. Don't worry, it might not look straight to your eyes, but look at the background where you're mocking it up on, okay? And if you also watch closely, you find out that it is not slanted, so we have to take it a bit back, okay? And that's what the x-axis is going to do for us. You see that? So now it's relaxing on the wall. It's like it's relaxing on that wall. Good. And so now we just shift it to the middle, and we have our design. Now, what do you think, guys? You can see it's looking so great. It's looking nice already. Okay. So the direction of the shadow is actually telling us that it's shining from the left to the right. Okay, so let's just bring the shadow a bit closer. So that's the offset. It's offsetted by 20. I think that's too much. Let's make it like 12. Or let's see what 10 is. Okay, 12 is fine. Now we have this. Wow. Perfect. You can see very, very simple. Okay, so if you see this, you're going to think it's already on that wall. So just go ahead and create a 3D logo. Okay, just create a 3D logo for anything you can think about. Maybe for yourself. Just do a logo for yourself. Okay, with your name, or maybe the name of your business, or the identity you are trying to create for yourself. Okay, do that and drop it right on the page. And like I told you on Pixel Lab, this is where you click. When you save as project, saving as project helps you come back to edit it later. So I can just write BCCM logo. Okay, and because my data is on, of course it's going to pop up some things, and then after saving as project, you save as image. Okay, so it's already on JPEG. If you don't want to save as JPEG, this is PNG, and I told us what PNG does. It's a file without a background. Okay, but it's JPEG that we want. The dimensions, I think Ultra. So Ultra is just going to give it more brighter effect, and then I save to gallery. So saving. Yeah, so this is just Pixel's own way of getting their own income and all. So we already have our designs. Now let's go see what we've done. Let's go see what we've created. We have that right here. You can see this is beautiful. So go ahead and create your own 3D logo and then drop it on the group. Thank you so much for being a part of this class. Now, if there are any questions you have on the sections we've taken so far from the beginning of this lesson till now, just drop them right on the box. So after this session, there's actually going to be Oda Designs and BCCM Inspirations. We are planning an advanced class where we are going to show you a lot of tricks. We're going to be giving you some materials that are actually worth thousands, but we're going to be giving it to you for free. So that but that advanced class, actually, it's not going to be free. Okay, so maybe after this class, we'll just discuss on the group, okay, what will be workable for all of us. Thank you so much for being part of this class. Once again, this graphics lesson was powered by Oda Designs and BCCM Inspirations. God bless you.